Yo, ladies and gentlemen, what's going on, man? Season 2, episode 3, and this is what's going on in this episode. More developments with Conor McGregor and Floyd Mayweather. Is it on? Is it off? Holm versus Randami. Holm versus Jermaine Durandamy. Our inaugural UFC Featherweight Championship fight between two veterans in the women's division. Now, let me talk about these events now that I've missed. Let's catch up with the events, since season 2, episode 2, where I talked a lot about, Cody Garbrandt and the Amanda Nunes Ronda Rousey fight, where, you can see a lot of dominance, in that event. You can see the tide and the championship pictures turning, and that could happen, going into the future. That could be it, for class guys, and guys who may be considered pound for pound now, may not be considered pound for pound later. So if we look at, last night, on the post-fight show, I'm sure most of you guys have heard it, Dana White says that when Jon Jones returns, he is most likely to get an immediate title shot. Now, I think if Ryan Bader hadn't been such a wanker and left the UFC to go to Bellator, that would be his name edged into the title picture. Or he would have faced Jon Jones in an eliminator. The potential for those fights for Jon Jones is amazing. Now the question reigns, is it right to give Jones the title shot immediately? In my opinion, hell no, it is not. Let me tell you something. Alright, you win a title, build your reputation into the best of the best of the best of the best of the best. Then you fuck yourself with drugs, politics, alcohol, just absolute being an arse. You get stripped of that crown, both the strap and your pound for pound title. Being a pound for pound great in MMA, no one, in fact it's a rarity that new people get put onto that list. Guys like Demetrius Johnson, who right now that Jon Jones is right out of that picture, and Jose Aldo is working out some shit, although I think he's a wanker too, because before he used to have such pride and now doesn't give two fucks. I think now Demetrius Johnson, because of those reasons with Jones and Aldo, is the best at the moment. Pound for pound, go. I think if he were to fight Conor McGregor, he would outclass Conor McGregor, outwork. Yeah, he may not have the reach, but Mr. Johnson is one of the best of all time. And I firmly do. I want to see him take on Sergio Pettis. It's such a good matchup for him. The technicality and the two styles are so even. They're so fast. They're on the feet, on the ground. Both guys are well-rounded. Come on. But taking back to my point, Jon Jones, is he right for the immediate title shot? No. Because there's so much potential. If Ryan Bader hadn't left, he would have faced Ryan Bader, in my opinion. But I don't want to see him face Daniel Cormier. I want to see him face Anthony Johnson This fight was supposed to happen a long time ago before when Johnson got injured and Cormier kind of stepped in for Anthony and lost to Jones, and that began the whole rivalry and all that. I want to see how Jon Jones fares against one of the most intimidating presence in UFC history. 3-4 weight divisions, and just an absolute beast in the octagon. The only thing that let him down in the Cormier fight was his cardio. If his cardio didn't let him down, he would be champion, in my opinion. He was landing, slapping that body with kicks. Oh, thinking about it now just makes me cringe. Alright, so as we go, that is sort of like the phase that the UFC is going through now with their champions. That's why the UFC will always be the best, because they have such beautiful minds working with them. Dana White, Matt Serra, Dean Thomas, Jesus Christ, the Fertitas, the new owners need to get off their asses. They have fighters, legends who are helping and scout these talents. And because of that, the UFC will be synonymous in the future. Cody Garbrandt could be the man to lead them into that new era. Sage Northcutt, Mickey Gall, Mickey Gall will be the CM Punk of the UFC. Paige Van Zandt, if she can ever be consistent the way she was at the beginning of her career, she can even lead the women's divisions. Speaking of the women, women's strawweight title fight, I can touch on this from last night. The strawweight fight where Jessica Andrade, a UFC veteran, she's been in the UFC for a long time, for a few years now, and already made a big impact. And I think her impact splashed bigger last night when she defeated Invicta FC strawweight champion Angela Overkill Hill. Now, this fight was fantastic. It was an absolute joy to watch. I think Angela Hill sort of proved that she's not the same woman that came onto tough. She's tougher. She's got very much more polished skill she had before. But Jessica Andrade is, she's a savage. She's that female Rousimar Palhares. She's an absolute animal against the cage, and there were exchanges where I was like, holy shit. But in the end, Jessica Andrade got that shot. Got just outworked a little bit more, and ended up beating the Overkill by decision. She will now face off with Joanna Jędrzejczyk for the women's strawweight champion. Now, I posted this on Instagram just a few minutes ago, and if we could, I'm gonna do a live breakdown between these two. I think it's due. I think we've been waiting for Joanna to be tested in aggression for a long time. I mean, who has she faced? Carla Esparza doesn't have aggression. She has wrestling, pitbull type grappling. She has heart, resiliency. But she doesn't take the lead. She doesn't show that intensity. Jessica Panay, she could hang with her on the feet. But when it came to the intensity, Joanna outworked. Intensity motivates that fighter. Get that game face on. Right across the cage, you're staring at your opponent. You're ready. That's what Joanna has in her mind. She intimidates her opponent. But will she intimidate Jessica Andrade? I don't think so. Jessica Andrade will match her physical strength for physical strength, except for reach. If Joanna's smart and she puts clever fighting over aggressive fighting, she can be successful very, very, very definite in this fight. I think, standing, Jessica will need to get in and out quickly. She'll need to get in, and once she's in, she won't stop. I think that's her motive. Once she gets in, she can, hook her way in, feint her way in, clinch her way in, knee to the body. She's got to be first. And whenever Joanna's first, that's where her timing comes in. She always works her timing out from hitting first in the rounds. She did that against Claudia Delia. She kind of figured out Claudia after she got taken down a whole bunch of times. But this is the thing, is that Joanna Jędrzejczyk can be beat. It's the intimidation that beats her opponents. It's her talent. I mean, imagine being a 6-time Muay Thai champion. Yeah, sure. People say fighters come in all the time with Muay Thai backgrounds, but there's a legitimacy to the art. Elbows, knees, It's a very strict, limb-targeted art. Yeah, and if you think that, Joanna is just, Jesus Christ, Joanna, if she, like I said, clever fighting over aggressive. For Jessica, it's the same thing. She needs to feint her way in, kind of throw Joanna off her game. Make her forget about that reach and go into a dogfight. If it's a dogfight, it's anyone's fight, my man. On the ground, give it to Jessica. She has more submission victories, and of course, being Brazilian, you have to have that training in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. She has great grappling, just Jessica, great wrestling. And if she can enforce that and put that pressure on Joanna, we could have a new champion. Women's bantamweight, Valentina Shevchenko meets what's the champ name? Valentina Shevchenko meets women's bantamweight champion Amanda Nunes. My bad. Valentina Shevchenko has made a big impact in a short amount of time. She's kicked ass after ass, on her stretch to the belt. Her biggest ass she kicked was Holly Holm, and that edged her name even far. And then the fight against Juliana Pena, she showed a whole different style to our game, putting Juliana under pressure and sort of using Juliana's own game of just smothering on her, but instead of just holding her, elbows and knees, worked her way in with her kicks, mixed it up so beautifully. It was like poetry in motion. I'm not here to sort of say that, I'm going to I'm biased. You never ever count out Amanda Nunes. This woman has proven that being a champion is more than just winning it. She proved it against one of the best fighters in the world. Pretty much. Ronda Rousey, for the belt. Although Ronda was not ready. I could tell that. Everyone could tell that. From the way she was bitching and the way she was moaning and all that shit when she left. You ain't ready. You're ready for that title. Come on. And UFC 211. Ladies and gentlemen, holy shit. If there was ever a time to be a UFC fan, this is it. UFC 211 brings the kid from Stockton, one of the baddest mofos, motherfuckers, to ever step into an octagon. Nate the Great Diaz against one of the best fighters inside and outside of UFC, the greatest fighter who was outside UFC, come in, win the gold, and prove that no matter where he is, what promotion he is, if he's focused, he is the man. It's Pennsylvania's own fighting machine, Eddie Alvarez. Eddie Alvarez, I greatly respect, although against Conor McGregor, he fought like shit. Nate, second fight, Conor ran like a bitch. can you do, man? Can't knock Conor McGregor, you know, you might as well just put all the belts on him. And this is the thing. Come last night, again, Dennis Jimenez Bermudez, who was so highly touted, you know, in the UFC, who was so highly thought of, you know, as one of the biggest contenders, you know, in UFC featherweight division. He's damn right. When this kid is on, you know, he is one of the best fighters in the world, and I can say that wholeheartedly. He faced a man whose discipline and drive brings him to that greatness that he so desperately needs and desperately has earned in his career. The Korean zombie Chan Sung Jung in this fight was absolutely, you know, it was absolutely pounceable. First round, the exchange. Yo, that's where they were. That's where they were, the length. And Jung just goes in close, lean, and bang, right into the chin of the Menace, and the Menace is out. Max Holloway, Jose Aldo, and Conor McGregor, my dudes, you fuckers better watch for this kid. He was out for a long time. He's gonna come back, and I think the featherweight division will reinvigorate because of this new competition. Everyone will be off their asses wanting to fight for that belt, wanting to fight the top guys again, you know, and I think the fuel in the 145 division will come back, and will come back soon. You know, ladies and gentlemen, you know, thank you for joining me on another exciting edition. I love doing this. Watch future UFC events, man. Tough is coming back with Cody Garbrandt, TJ Dillashaw. Fuck. Jon Jones' news. Conor McGregor, Floyd Mayweather. Will it happen? Won't it? Anthony Johnson, Daniel Cormier. We also have UFC coming right back to London for all my fellow UK fans, with Corey Anderson taking on the poster boy for English MMA, Jimmy Manoa. Anderson Silva returns against Derek Brunson, a UFC 208 co-main event. Guys, join that crew, man. If you're not part of MMA, or you are, you tell your friends. My dude, MMA is a poetry in motion, man, at its finest. It's not blood, guts, and gore. Technique, strategy, whole lot of this. More of this than this. Stay tuned.